Three messages before we get started. First, what's the analytics package that's so simple you'll actually use it to grow your sales? Spring Metrics. I use Spring Metrics because it shows my conversions in real time. Spring Metrics motivates me to keep growing my sales with clear comparison charts like this. It even shows the exact path that each customer took to buy from me, so I know exactly what's working on my site and what I need to do more of. Even though I pay full price, you can get 25% off by going to springmetrics.com/Mixergy. Next, what's the design development shop that acts as your technical co-founder? The Zaner Group. I hired the Zaner Group to build the first version of Mixergy.com. TweetStore got Zaner Group to turn its idea into a working online store. Health and Reach turned to Zaner Group when it needed a user experience expert to make it super simple for people to search through its thousands of physicians. Do what I did. Go to zanergroup.com. Finally, who's the lawyer that entrepreneurs trust? Scott Edward Walker of Walker Corporate Law. Neil Patel, Jason Calacanis, and other well-known founders trust Scott Walker. Scott knows the startup community because he's a part of it. He's the lawyer that the media turns to explain startup law. Walker Corporate Law. Here's the program. Hey everyone, I'm Andrew Warner. I'm the founder of Mixergy.com, home of the ambitious upstart. How are marketers using video to get high quality traffic? James, I talked a little too quickly in that intro. I think people wouldn't even understand what I was saying there, so let me say it slower. How are marketers using video to get high quality traffic for their sites? Turns out that YouTube is the second biggest search engine after Google. And just as years ago marketers built businesses on the back of Google's massive growth, today many are using YouTube and other video channels to grow their traffic and businesses. Well, James Wedmore is the founder of Video Traffic Academy, where he teaches video marketing. So I invited him here to teach us how he does it and how he teaches his students to use video to build their businesses. James, how many students? What are we talking about? 3 students, one-on-one coaching? How many people?
Just to give you an idea, we're at over 3,500 students in our academy, and these students are business owners, online marketers, and entrepreneurs, even musicians and other aspiring artists, which is really cool. And that number has grown to over 3,500 in just under 2 months.
In under 2 months, 3,500 viewers, people who just gave you their email address. What do you consider to be a student?
These are paid members who are active in our community. We have a private group where we engage and interact and grow together.
What do you guys charge?
It's just $97 one-time fee to get access to everything.
All right, I'm letting myself get too distracted. I would like to have you come back at some point in the future and talk about how you were able to do that in 2 months. But my focus for this interview is the video training. I want to learn from you how people can do it in my audience. So let's give them an example of what's possible. Maybe you can talk to me about your friend who's in the relationship space who uses video somehow, and then we'll go and break it down step by step by step. In the pre-interview, I squeezed a lot of tactics out of you, and we're going to give them all out here to the audience. But let's give them that example.
Perfect. Okay, so this is my favorite story because it's the perfect example of a zero to hero triumph story online. A good friend of mine, I had met him at a conference about a year prior, and he approaches me and he says, James, I'm throwing in the towel. I've been trying to run this business online for 18 months now, and I'm barely doing a sale a day. And a sale a day was a $29.95 digital ebook that he was selling on his website. Now, his name is Michael, and he's a relationship coach. A very unique market. He teaches men and women who have just had their heart ripped right out of their chest. He teaches them how to get their ex back when they've been dumped. Very unique and very fascinating. When he tells me this, I'm laughing uncontrollably. Like, why would anyone ever want to get their ex back, right? Well, apparently they do. And the fact that he was getting one sale a day, which, no one can live off of $30 a day, especially when you have costs in your business. He was ready to sell off his website for $1,000, ready to give up, saying this doesn't work. And really, for me, just seeing that he was getting a sale was enough to know that there's potential here. and that I could work with them. So the immediate thing we did is the thing I do whenever I go into any business online is we look at the online video marketing strategy, primarily YouTube. So we mapped out and created an extensive YouTube marketing campaign. And within 6 months, we had over 1 million views onto the channel. But views don't really mean anything. At the end of the day, within about 60 days' time, we had them up to 16 sales every single day. But the best part is we were able to raise the price of the product from just $30 all the way to $100. And we started getting affiliates on board because of this. We got, guest interviews on blogs and other websites. Our videos were being shared all over the place. Videos were going viral. But at the end of the day, it was YouTube that brought in not just the most traffic, but Andrew, you said this at the beginning of the call, the highest quality traffic, which means it isn't really necessarily about the numbers. It's not about getting a video that's going to bring in 1 million visitors or some crazy number like that. It's about getting a very targeted customer who is primed, pumped, and ready to take action with you. Because once they see your video, once they get to know you on your video, which is working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, they come on over to your website, to your blog, to your squeeze page. They're ready to take the next step with you, and that's what we see every single day with that. So it's a great story, and I got plenty more like that.
That is a great story, and if you saw me looking down, it's not because I wasn't paying attention. It's because I wrote down some notes so that I can circle back and fill in some of the gaps in my understanding, if there are any, after we go through the rest of this interview. And the rest of this interview will really answer the one big question that anyone who heard you tell that story must have, which is, how did he do it? Give me a little more details.
Yeah.
I want to know how he did it and how other people do it. So, all right. So if the person's listening to us is interested in doing video, what's the first thing that they need to be aware of?
The first thing they need to be aware of is, and it comes down to what the big mistake is that we most of us here, we're on this call, we're listening, we know we need to be doing video. We know that YouTube is important, but we just say, okay, I'm just going to make a video. I feel like making a video. I'll make a video about this, or I'll do a video about this. And we start creating these videos. And the thing is a video takes a lot more time than sending out a tweet or a Facebook update. So you're putting your time into these videos, but you're creating a video that you want to make and not what your ideal customer wants to see. So the first thing and the most important thing is that we go back to the drawing board and we do the market research. And using software like Market Samurai, or I just use Google's keyword tool. It's free, and it gives great, valuable insight into what people are searching for when they go to google.com.
But if people are searching for Kim Kardashian, I like to always pick on her because she makes a lot of news and there's not much substance there as far as I could tell.
Right.
If they're searching for that, does that mean I have to go and create Kim Kardashian videos instead of business videos like the ones that I love doing?
Yes and no. It really comes down to the strategy that you want to use. So I'm going to give you 2 examples of how we can go both. So if you're a coach, if you're a consultant, if you're someone who has an online business, you know that there are people that are searching in terms that you want to find. We work a lot with real estate agents. So, how to find homes in Orange County, or we'll even go further and be like, well, if you live in a specific town, what are the things that people are searching about when they want to learn more about that town? Things to do in LA, and you become the expert on Los Angeles and what to do. But then there's another great strategy just to throw at you, because you asked the question, is that things that tend to trend in the media and current events can totally be leveraged with your videos. So we had a client who was a real estate agent, and when the big Tiger Woods scandal went down, this is my favorite example. The Tiger Woods scandal went down. He did the public apology. She did a video. Her name is Hillary. She's a real estate agent in California. And she did a video where she kind of mocked the Tiger Woods apology just to have kind of fun and be cheeky with it. And she got way more views on that video because obviously people are already typing in Tiger Woods that week and everything. So a lot of the people in our group are doing that. They watch for something that's happening in the media or current events. We had a lot of people putting up Halloween videos recently. And that's what I love about it is there's so much potential of what I call right brain marketing, putting a creative